All right, guys, we're out here bright and early, well before sunrise. Gonna do some trolling today, summertime catfish, and we're breaking out the bait that the whole world has talked about, and that's the Jello. That's right, Jello. It's the Jello chicken combo that everybody loves so good. I'm gonna show you how I make it, show you how I put it together, show you how I fish it, and we're gonna see if we can catch some fish with it. What I do here in the boat board cooler, I got some chicken. This chicken's already cut up, so it's gonna kind of be easy. Part of the trick here with what I do is I make my chicken, cut my chicken into relatively small chunks. I don't think you need big chunks of chicken to catch catfish. I've already got some in there. I open this little box up here, and I use, look at that, 0 calories, sugar-free. Why? Well, I'm worried about the health of the fish. I want them to maintain the girlish figure that I have. No, in reality, by the way, this is just a pack of it. That's what I grabbed. Plus, it seems to be a little less sticky. This stuff does get sticky when you use the stuff with sugar in it. So it gets on your rods, gets on your hands, a little bit of a pain. I literally open up a pack of this stuff and just pour it in here. Boom, boom, boom. Probably more than I need. I'm gonna save some of this, just so I've got some. God, that smells good. That really smells good. I'm gonna save some because it does not take a lot of this to coat it. You can see that stuff is coated pretty good. And then what I do is I close the bag up and leave air in it, so that when you tumble it and shake it, it mixes it up real good. Look at that. It looks like candy, okay? But remember, it's chicken. It can have salmonella. And then you can just mush it all together here. Now, ideally, we want to put this in the refrigerator overnight, let it kind of solidify some, but I'm gonna be honest with you, y'all have seen me do this before. It works just fine, straight out of the bag like this. So what I'm gonna do is get my boat in position here. I've got some Catfish Pro rods, bait casters today. We got some Santee rigs. We're gonna do just a nice long troll across here and see what's in here. Barked some fish, rode up in here. We're kind of up on a flat to start with. We'll go into a river channel. We got a northeast wind that's associated with the tropical storm that's off the coast. We don't get northeast wind here, so it'll be a little different pull. So probably should have pulled into the wind now that I think about it, but we'll see what happens. I actually may run up the bank here a little while. We'll try that just to see what's up on these flats. Seeing fish on the sonar. We'll see what happens. Let's get it hooked up. Again, Catfish Pro rods and reels. This one needs a hook on it. We won't go with that one first. This one is rigged up and ready to go. Reach into the bag of love here. Pull us out some chunks. Drop them down here. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. It's actually a nice sizable chunk right there. That right there is what it's about, guys. I'm telling you, this stuff, I hope it pays off today. I hope it catches us some fish. Chunk it out there behind the boat. Boom. Nice, good long cast. We're just gonna try the bank. We're gonna skirt the bank through here to begin with, just to see what happens. Again, these are Catfish Pro rods. Nothing super fancy, nothing super crazy. Very affordable. You can use spinning gear. You use whatever you got. This is what I tell people. These are nice rods and reels. They're affordable, but use what you've got. Then you can upgrade down the road if you want something fancy. There we go. We're gonna get a few of these out on some planer boards, and then we'll be fishing. So the past week or so on some of my meat hunting guide trips, we've been fishing a lot of live bait minnows and stuff, and catching perch, crappie, Alabama bass, whatever, just something to fill the cooler. And we catch a lot of catfish on the minnows. I don't have minnows with me today, but I've got some of these small number 8 circle hooks that I'm gonna put some little tiny pieces of this Jello chicken on to see if some of these smaller catfish will actually hit this. This is what we were catching on the minnows, was basically small channel cats. I'm gonna see how well some tiny pieces work on getting these fish to hit this stuff. Something, you know, hey, if you got some small fish where you're fishing, this will give you a good indication as to whether or not this stuff works. That's what it looks like there, just some little tiny pieces. We'll see if a fish pops it. All right, guys, hooked up on something here. Well, that didn't take long. Got hooked up on something. Look at that. Listen, anybody can catch big fish. It takes some skill to catch the little ones. That's a tiny one. Oh, that's a Carolina fin job right there, bro. That thing will fin you. I tell people on guide trips, them babies right there will fin you worse than anything. Hey, they like chicken too. Little juvenile channel. I was hoping for something a little bit bigger than that, but drop it back. All right, guys, there's fish number one in the boat. On the little bait there. I was trying that down there, dropped in, just trying to see if it would work. And hey, it produced some fish. So I mean, you know, depending on where you guys are fishing, you're fishing a farm pond, a little local community pond, may not have big fish. If you want to catch fish, put some out there. Downsize the bait. We'll talk about more about that in a minute. But I'm gonna drop it back down there so we can catch another one. Man, I think there's another one popping this thing. This one might have a little more size too. Hey, if I can't catch them on the bigger baits, I'll catch them on the little baits. Now, that's an eater channel right there. No, that's a blue. That's actually a blue cat. Look at that. That's a nice little eater fish. Oh, I might have to keep some. Oh, I might have to keep some today. I'm gonna throw him in the live well. I might have to keep some. I'm just kind of in the mood. That's a good eater size fish too. I'm gonna see me cook some. That might be a perfect one right there. Let's chuck him in the whale here. Put him in there. There's a dead perch in there. We're gonna have to get that out. Hey, they're telling how long that been in there. Oh, he gone. He smelled. All right. They ain't big, but we're picking at him. That rod's going right there. Let me get this one back out. That ain't a big fish on that rod right there. I'm gonna get this back out. Get some of the slime off of it. People ask why you rub that slime off, man. It smells like catfish. I think it helps. I don't know. Get that. So guys, if you got little channel cats where you're at, this may be a lesson right here. Try some of this stuff. I mean, hey, it's like I tell people, you can't catch big fish if you ain't got them. But if all you got's little fish, this may be something that'll work for you. Nice little size baits there. And depends what they're eating on as to what they're gonna hit. All right, let's see if there is a fish if he stayed on this one. He smacked it pretty good. We kind of got wacky jawed here. What I was gonna tell you was kind of turning into the wind now. I got back over to the river channel. I drug that bank for a while, never really hooked up anything. Came back over here to the river channel, and right when I made this turn, matter of fact, I'm trying to hug onto it. We're gonna be trolling straight into the wind, and I caught these 3 fish, and there's another perfect eater size fish. Daddy got enough to cut up now. This is worth sticking a knife in 2 of them. Like I said, not giant fish, but they're good eater fish, and if that's what's in here where I'm at, that's what I'm taking home. All right, pal, there's another fish on that. It's working. I mean, these fish are hitting it, whether they're clued in on the mussels or it's just opportunistic feeding. It's hard to tell, but the bottom line is it's working. Again, small pieces. Sometimes that's what you need. Sometimes that is what works. So if you need to downsize, downsize. Man, I was just getting some stuff reset here. And boom, this one went again. This may be the ticket. Talking about downsizing baits. And I may have to do that on some of these planer boards out here, because these little ones are hammering this stuff. I mean, you want to catch fish, catch some freaking fish with this. Okay, the old channel cat is not only caught, he has been lassoed also. Now, if you're really skilled, some of you cowboys out there, y'all can try that. That might be your next. So I ain't even gonna mess with cutting him up. He's a little bit on the small side. I have my limits as to what I want to cut apart. Boom. Bag of life. That's us working on the smaller fish on that rod. You know, like I said, we ran it catching catfish the past few days on guide trips using minnows, and these smaller fish are feeding right now. The spawn's over. They're up and about and feeding, depending on the time of the day, what's going on condition wise. the bite can be better than others. So maybe today, because of some of this pressure change that's going on, could be playing a part. Who knows? But for now, we're catching fish. Guys, I got another one on here. Trying to deal with the mess of the planer boards here because we got stronger wind, we're turning, it's a mess. I got another one. All right, so this stuff works for smaller fish. I've never put it on here except to try to catch perch, and it's worked for that. It's also working for the catfish. You can catch 1,000 of these things doing this. Note to self, that'll work. All right, guys, was just pulling in to reset because of the wind. I'll explain that to you here in a second. I think I may have a fish on, is the bottom line. Yep, feels like a fish. I only got one on my big Catfish Pro rods instead of the little bitty ones. This is not a giant, but could be another one to stick a knife into. Yep, that's perfect. Dude, I'll catch these all day long if I'm trying to get something to eat. That is a perfect eating size blue cat right there. That came on one of the Santee rigs actually. So we're catching fish. It'd be nice to upgrade. We're changing up. I'll explain what's going on here in a second. Let's get this one alive with it. Yeah, there's another fish. Hey, I'm happy to get them no matter what size they are. The wind is getting unmanageable trolling into the wind. But between the angle we're having to run and stuff, it's just a pain. So I'm gonna reel everything in and reset and drift with the wind. Gonna put out a big drift sock and basically just go with the wind, slow the boat down, and kind of go down this same area. I won't have as much control as far as hitting the exact area I want to fish, because I think some of these better fish are going to be in the river channel. We're in an area where we don't have a thermocline. It's in the middle of the summer. Our lower lake's got a thermocline. We'll talk about that in a minute. But you know, it's just a matter of trying to hit that sweet spot, so to speak. So I'm going to reset, start drifting with the wind, and see what we can get into. All right, so what's going to happen here is I'm going to pull out my big drift sock. We got just enough wind that trolling into it is kind of a pain. That just happens with one of these storms. I got a big Easterland drift sock here that will slow us down. We're just going to go with the wind, which is a absolutely fine way to fish. I have caught tens of thousands of catfish doing this. It's how I learned to troll, how I learned to fish out of a moving boat for catfish in the beginning. So guys, we may already be hooked up. Yep, I still got a planer board going out there, and that rod looks like it may be going unless this fish is into it. Got reset, got the drift sock out, got it full. This one went. Now I got this one going. I'm gonna have to knock that planer board into gear. It needs to go out further. Knock that one into gear. We on fish, this stuff's working. Is that an eater? Yes, sir. And we found a bunch of perfect eater size blues. We will take them all day long, especially since I'm eating some. It's a good eater size. We'll chunk that one into a live well. Let's see if this one stayed buttoned. There goes that planer board. We could be tripled up here. It's a good problem to have. Yep, there's one on that one right in front of me. The one that's got the camera mounted on it. Another eater size blue. It's funny, man, during the spawn, you couldn't buy one of these fish. You couldn't buy one. It was, oh, that one ain't gonna make it in the boat. He's whisker hooked. All he's gotta do is flip and he's gone. Got him. Oh, cheated death on that one. If he moves, he'll flip off. Boom, got him. Pow. There's two rods laying on the deck. Bam. When it happens, guys, it's nice. Let's see if he stayed buttoned. Like I said, you don't get days like this all the time, but when it happens, we'll take them. I'll go under the multi-bar. Telling the multi-bar, I was saying earlier, putting that drift sock out. It's why I can't work with a rod rack that goes across the back of my boat. I got so much stuff to do with the back of the boat. Drift socks, anchors, dealing with fish, getting the fishing line in the motor, whatever it is, man. I want access to the back of the boat. This is a bigger one here, a little better fish. Take that. Heck yeah. See what we got there. Oh yeah, still eater size. Still gonna We're gonna have some fish to eat, folks. Heck yeah, it's a heck of a day. Heck of a day. They're biting. I don't know if it's the storm, the bait, the right location. There, yes sir, another fish. Tell right there, see how that butt's protruded, the vent, the inside sticking out? It's a sign they're eating on mussels, and that is why this chicken is working. All right guys, just getting those 3 reset, and I think there's a fish already on this closest. Yep, boom, he's there. He's there. Nice, nice. Old Catfish Pro Rod's getting a workout. Ah, these things ain't even getting pushed today. These are fun fish, fun fish. More than enough power in these rods. These rods would catch anything in America. This would actually be better on some of this lighter tackle. This would be a perfect haul for those. Another eater, man. Daddy's gonna have some catfish. I'm gonna be cooking some catfish. That's another good eater sized fish. Oh yeah, heck yeah. I'm gonna have a few to clean today. It's all right. Like I say, if you're gonna cook them, might as well cook a bunch, right? Man, this stuff is working. I got a feeling these fishes, you can see his butt starting to protrude there too. Another one eating on the chicken. Get that out of his mouth, be floating around my tank stinking. Heck yeah. Well, bang, that didn't take long to hook into some fish. That was a good flurry of fish right after I got started. Don't know if I just hit them in the head or what the deal was. It may be where I'm at, I don't know. But those are bigger fish, those coming on the santee rigs, a little bit bigger baits. Not giant fish, good eater sized fish. I'm gonna keep some to eat today, so that's perfect. I think as I get more into this drift, get a little more control over it, I think I can get into some deeper water. As I was saying earlier, Lower Lake's got a thermocline. Where we're at, we're in a river section. We've got churning water because the water releases from the dam. It mixes it up. You don't get the you don't get the thermocline that you get in the Lower Lake. So hopefully I can get this drift into that river channel, maybe get into some bigger fish. That one's got a fish. That one's got a fish. He's going over towards the channel. Might have to go to the other side. He's on that side of the drift sock. Let's make a move over there. Hooked into another one, man. We will take it any way we can get it. Another eater. Heck yeah. Daddy's cleaning some catfish tonight. Get him up here. Yes, sir. Good looking fish. Little bigger one. Still well within the range of what I'll keep to eat. Good fish. Loving the chicken. Another one, a little bit bigger one that time, but another good eater fish. Yeah, these fish feed on this stuff when they're feeding on mussels is the bottom line. That's what I was going to tell you. You get post-spawn, a lot of these fish are hitting mussel beds, areas with mussels, foraging through the bottom. And if you've got mussels in the waterways that you fish, whether it be a lake, a pond, or a river system, it's an effective bait and it works. Does the Jello make a difference? Well, there's some arguments for that. You know, that it does make a difference. I don't know, we'll see. I'll do you some tests where I'll fish it side by side. Maybe we'll come out here tomorrow and do that. Put chicken on one side of the boat that's plain, put some out with some Jello. But the bottom line is it's catching fish. We got a tremendous number of fish today. And I mean, I'm a charter captain here, I'm a guide, and this is a good day of catching in a very short amount of time. So whether it's the bait or the location or the timing, the stuff works. Man, I wasn't looking, and this one has hit this bait and run all the way over to the other side of the boat with it. This one, I don't know, it may have taken a couple of lines with it. We will see. Now he's coming back deeper. It's kind of, I'm in the river channel. He started going up shallow. Now it's moving over deeper. This is another reason I like the multi-bar. Look at this. I can get around this stuff very, 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 very easily. That's why I like them. This one a little bigger. I don't know if he's gonna be a keeper or not. He may be on the bigger side of what I like to keep. Yeah, he is. He ate the bait though, that's for sure. Good gracious. Boom, let's get him up here, get him in the boat. Boom, he may be gill hooked. He's a little on the upper end of what I want to keep. I'll let him go. He's a little big. Nothing wrong with keeping on that size if that's all you got, but I can let him go. He's a good looking fish. Maybe he'll turn into a monster one day. All right, guys, I'm telling you, it's good fishing. It's good catching. The bait works. Give it a shot. It's a good bait. If you're in a hurry, you need something that'll catch fish, it'll get you out on the water and get you fishing.